Life is a circle that goes round and round. Mine's not a circus, and I'm not your clown. Always with us now. It's always with me, y'all. God bless us all, each and every one of us. It's always with us now.
Hey. Hello, family.
Life is a circle,
A bit of Mali wisdom.
goes round and round. Oh, mine's not a circus. I'm not your clown.
Hello.
Some people with us.
Hello, beautiful family. Here I am.
Some with
Interesting times. But I'm definitely happy to be here with you tonight to break a bit of the routine of just being with ourselves at home. Finally, we finished lockdown, so we can be a bit more kind of maybe optimistic, or maybe not. I do expect that we will have some buffering issues today because the internet has been very funny lately, more than ever before. And so I've done my best over here. It's the best I can do. We have to live with that and be happy with that. But yeah, I'm very, very happy to be here on another Sunday night. Ooh, it's a bit of a funny energy in the air. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm feeling it, which is why I chose to wear this shirt today. It's a rainbow purge, baby. I made myself laugh again. That's good. So, what can I tell you? We come in here into this live stream from the last week intensity of the eclipse. And here we are, passing the solar eclipse that just zapped us a few days ago, but everything is still kind of giving it to us. You know, we are going through transformation pressure cooker, you can say. And so, without any further ado, actually, first of all, let's start properly. I want to say hello and thank you to all our beautiful family, the Patreon community. Always good to have you by my side, behind my back, and in front of me and all around me. Thank you so much for being here with me. Namaste, Mansi. Hello, Tara. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Roll King. Hello, Kerry. Good to see you all here tonight. Today has been a bit of a mellow day for me. I wasn't a big fan of the energies the last couple of days. But, you know, as always, when we need to show up regardless. So, yes, we have the exciting second giveaway today to our Patreon community of another $2,000 worth of Bitcoin, which is a gift of generosity and kind heart of Caleb & Brown, the brokerage of cryptocurrency, which I've been working with over the past 3 years, sending a lot of people towards their way to help people do it in the right way, in the safest way. And so Caleb & Brown felt the need in their heart to reward our community for great relationships with all the members of our community and to kind of give back for the support we gave them. And so they have given $5,000 in total to Healing the Light community, which we've given $2,000 last week. We're going to give $2,000 more tonight, and we're going to give the last final $1,000 next week. So very exciting. I will say hello to the chat room for a second. Bharat and Rukshika, hello. Yes, challenging energy. So I'm trying to lift it up, but it hasn't been the highest vibration, if you know what I mean. Volume seems a bit low. Thank you, Bharat. How is that, baby? Is that sounding better for you? Let's see. How is that? That sounds good? You happy? Happy with the sound? Happy with the sound? Excellent. So, who else is here with me? Christy. Hello, Christy. And hello, Simone. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Christy. Hello, Simone. And hello, Shalom Dover, Sanoa, brother from Israel. And Lean, hello, beautiful Lean. And hello, Stephanie, and Michelle, and Kimberly, and MJ from Hamilton Islands this time, woohoo. And Ima, Shavua Tov, I love you, אוהב אותך. Tabitha, hello. Bree, hello. Hello, beautiful family. Hello. It's good to be here with you, because that's the things, like we're all feeling things, we're all going through things, me as well. But when we come together, it's almost like a bit of a medicine, getting out of our own personal process, connecting with like-minded people, and just connecting with a different vibration than our day by day, and our week to week, and our moments to moments. And I see this time of the week when I meet you all as this kind of like the tribe gathering around the fire. We all go into our own personal journeys during the week, and we come here on Sunday in the council, the holy council of the tribe. The tribe holy council. We sit around the fire and we pass the talking stick between the members of the fire, of the sacred fire tribe, and we all talk and we share. Unfortunately, in this form, it's only me talking and you just chatting with me a bit on the chat room, which I love, so keep on doing that. And okay, much better, Barat, good. Hello, Jess, on the blink, so no chat room for you, okay. If it's on the blink, maybe plug it into the blank. Hello, Pala from Byron. Hello, Linel. Hello, Miss Moose. Awesome. So, I'll bring the crypto thing a bit later. I just want to get myself into the right energy first, because as I said, this day challenged me. I'm humble enough to admit this day challenged me, and yesterday challenged me, and I don't know if you can relate to it, but most of the things that I felt that I was processing kind of got to do with the whole concept of Mars kicking into Leo, and much more that is happening there. That we have a big week ahead of us, family. We have a big, actually not just the next week, the next actually literally 2-3 days, and we are in it already. Quite intense. It's quite an intense pressure cooker. And so we're going to talk about that a lot, but Mars kicked into Leo on Friday night, and it's almost like, the warrior, the masculine, the confidence, the power, the initiation, the assertion, the my desires, my needs, my wants, my way, going from being like 40 days in kind of Cancer, wanting to take action for emotional security, but playing with emotional insecurities, and kind of like feeling all kind of things like that, and all the processes you might have kind of played over the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You might have been playing in your masculine archetype with your lack of ability to feel secure inside of you. Maybe you were swinging between feeling great and suddenly feeling crappy because someone else gave you something or told you something or made you feel a certain way. And so the whole journey of Mars in Cancer over the past 6 weeks was this journey of like, how can we find a place where we call home inside of us of emotional security, where regardless of what will happen in our relationships outside of us, we will still be able to feel safe and secure inside of us. Meaning, if someone is not happy with how we behave or speak or feel or do, if someone doesn't like who we are or how we express things, how we do things, they might criticize us, they might judge us, they might put us down, they might reject us, they might abandon us, and then that can trigger things from our past. And also the same way, it can also bring those things up to the surface. Now, in an eclipse season, it makes sense that things come up to the surface because that's what it's about. Like, we just came out of eclipses of like boom, zap, zap, boom. That's what eclipses do. It's like, here you are walking down the path of your life, and suddenly comes a full moon eclipse, and a neighbor from above just threw a bucket full of dirty water, splash all over you, and you feel crap. And then it's like you go back home to change your clothes, and you go home and suddenly you touch the electricity to turn on the light in your bedroom to change clothes, and you get electric shock, bzzz, and you go like, what is going on? I just went down my path to walk, this neighbor threw the water on me, now I got electrified at home, and I'm kind of like, I'm all rattled, I'm all shocked, I'm all like, what's going on with me? Why is this happening to me? This is kind of the eclipse energy. it break things apart in order to allow new things to be created. Eclipses are very massive catalyst of radical change, just like a, when you play pool and you hit the white ball, but you want to hit the red ball, but the red ball is hiding behind the black ball, so you're going and you're going to hit it to that side to hit the red ball from behind. That's kind of what eclipses are doing, like boom, 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 into a new place. Thank you very much, continue playing. And so the new moon solar eclipse, which happened on Thursday, we're still coming off it. We're only Friday, Saturday, Sunday, only 3 days after the eclipse. These eclipses in general, the effect of these eclipses we just experienced will last until November of this year, 6 months. And so check this out of what happened to you in your life over the last few days and realize that the next 6 months is probably going to be around that. So it's not that what just came up is just going to be disappear, dissolved, done, forever, forgot. No, there is a process here over the next 6 months which you're going to process, and there's a lot of things that kind of really speaking to us from now into November, December, the end of the year. And so everything we are going through right now, we need to pay close attention to, because there's big hints, big insights, and big guidance that are telling us, look over there. Don't try to think what it is for you. You already see it. Just open your eyes, stop delusioning yourself, take the blinders off, and remove all the fog of illusion, and just see the truth for what it is. You need to face this. You need to handle this. You need to deal with this. And so that's kind of the energy that we're coming into this live stream from, Thursday night solar eclipse. Then 24 hours later, Mars move into Leo. So as again, Mars coming out of that water Cancer. I don't know if I can do it, but I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. Yes, I can do it. I feel great about myself. I feel crap about myself. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. Oh, that person gave me crap. I don't love myself now because they just reminded me that me loving myself is an illusion. It's not real. But then Mars kicks into Leo. And Leo is the Lion King. And Leo is the lion that roar in the jungle. Roar! This is who I am. This is my authentic self-free expression. This is how I roar. This is how I sing. This is how I walk. This is how I talk. This is how I feel. This is how I like to live my life. This is what I like to have. This is what I don't like to have. Remove all those old plants from my garden. Bring in the new plants in. Thank you. No more talking about it. Thank you very much. I want my relationship to be like that. I want my financial life to be like that. I want my emotional state to be like that. I want my life to be like that. So now we're going to go through a lot of fire. A lot of fire. Leo is the house of the sun. And so here comes the warrior, boom, into the sun, into the place of power, of like, shine, baby, shine. Shine your beautiful diamond, And as Mars is going to go through all this Leo season, soon enough he's going to be squaring Uranus. He's gonna be squaring Saturn in Aquarius, and he's gonna be aligning with Neptune there in Pisces, and he's gonna create an alignment to Uranus in Taurus, and he's gonna be aligning with Jupiter at the end of Aquarius when Jupiter goes retrograde. So Mars, the warrior, the masculine, there's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of fire, and a lot of fire that it will take some conscious effort from each and every one of us to be able to contain and channel in a healthy way. That will be kind of the challenge with this Mars in Leo, because many people are feeling so cooked already by the journey of the last year and a half, of all that is going on. The first 3 months, okay. First 6 months, okay. First year, okay. Here we are. It's June. We are basically a year and a half into the journey, 18 months since our life changed. Yes, lockdown came in March, but the pool started in January. It actually started in September 2019, if you want to be precise. This is where it started, in where. And so this is the time where people capacity to keep on holding space for it might be very tested. So we'll have to somehow find the ability to, in the last 2 days, I could feel myself. I could feel on Saturday, I was totally cool, but I could feel anger and rage. I could feel this fire inside. I wasn't settled. Something just kept on bugging me, and I was just feeling very short. And as a conscious person, I'm aiming to be as good as I can to my environment, and to be conscious of my own inner process rather than projecting it outside like I teach. I said, okay, what can I do with this, man? So I just went to the garden again, and I just start moving dirt, shuffling dirt, moving there. Funny enough, what did I do? I had a big pile of dirt that I had to fix as a nice kind of flat, beautiful new space that I'm creating for a massive Buddha kind of garden statue that I got. So now that I'm thinking about it, just comes to me now, I channeled my anger in a creative way to create a flat, new, fresh platform for my Buddha in the garden of inner peace. Yeah. I just realized it now. I'm excited. But I'm just trying to show you how when I guide you through all these things and I kind of deliver this insight to you, I always like to remind you, it's like I'm also experiencing it. It's not that because I can guide and teach and deliver, I'm immune to this. No, not at all. A lot of times, I sit and I listen to my own teachings and my own guidance that I deliver to you on the live stream, and I go like, yeah, I needed to hear that. Because a lot of the things that when I sit here, sometimes it comes from my brain when I use the data and stuff, but a lot of times I just channel. So a lot of times things coming out that are not necessarily coming from me. And when I listen to it later, I also get some insights from it. But yeah, I'm just being honest. This Mars into Leo really kind of like put the fire level inside of me all the way up. Yesterday I felt it. I channeled it through the garden. And today the same. I just felt very kind of uncomfortable inside. Went to the park with my son and just smashed up the soccer ball, Kicked it up in the air so high just to smash it, And then I came to my son and we came back from the park and I told him, it's like, I'm feeling some anger today. He's like, so just scream, Abba, Dad. And I went like, you know what, you're right. And I just screamed in the house like, rah! We were laughing. Because why not, The idea with Leo, it's authentic self-expression. And if you have fire, and if you're angry, and if you're upset, there's nothing wrong with it. But how can you channel that in a healthy, constructive way rather than in a destructive way? Because fire can cook your food, fire can warm up your house, fire can lead up your house, but fire can also burn your food and burn your house and burn everything you have. And so fire is something that we really have to master. A bit too much fire, dangerous. A bit less fire, not so working. If you blow air into fire, expression, if you're feeling fiery and you're feeling kind of irritated or angry or upset or just simply restless, you just don't know why, but you're uncomfortable and you're feeling all these things and you know that you want to express it and you know that it will take that to just make you explode. So you have to be aware. And because as soon as you bring your expression into that feeling, there's fire here. When we want to make fire, we put some herbs and we, past in the past, it's like the stick and the stone or the two stones. But then as soon as you got the fire started, what do? You go, you blow air into the burning charcoals because the oxygen suddenly initiate the fire to take form. And so the air element is our expression. With Mercury retrograde, already we need to be careful of our expression, more mindful of the words we use. With all the eclipse going on, with all the other stuff I'm about to share with you, we really need to be mindful of how we use in our expression. Even today, I did a post on one of our chat room, just a general kind of educational perception philosophy post, but later I felt like, was that a bit kind of like sharp to the point? I even felt that about that post, even though it wasn't directed at anyone. It was just like a collective kind of concept to understand. But I felt that even that came out of me with a bit of directness or something like that. It doesn't matter, but, I am aware of that. So the idea is be aware of our expression and communication, because we are coming out of eclipses and everyone being zapped. We're coming out of lockdown, everyone being re-traumatized again. And I think that's part of the thing. I think that this lockdown annoyed me more than any other previous lockdown. Because it's almost like what annoyed me was like, are we being entrained? Is this kind of the concept of like, let's see how entrained they are? Go in. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, come out. Okay, sir. Go in. Okay, sir. Come out. Okay, sir. You need to understand what that does to us. It kind of flick on, flick off, flick on, flick off. Fight or flight, regulate. Fight or flight, regulate. Fight or flight, regulate. So people finally coming out of trauma narrative, people finally started to settle down. The meditation started to pick up. People started to feel more comfortable and bam, boom, traumatized again. And so part of me got annoyed by that. That's my personal kind of annoyance around it. It's just kind of like, I'm guiding people to know that this time is about being mutable and flexible and dynamic. And that's what I've done all this time of like, okay, lockdown into online. Okay, out of lockdown into physical practice. But then physical practice is while the online going. So suddenly there is even more efforts needed, more work needed, more input, more juggling, We are all juggling two balls. We have our physical businesses, which we're still kind of trying to recover and run and operate. And we have our online businesses, which we're trying to build and maintain while we are also maintaining that. And it's kind of like, okay, just a second, we're going there now. Okay, just a second, we're going there now. And it's kind of like really disorientating. And it plays with us. It plays with our mental ability. And so we need to be aware of that we are under influence of very traumatic reality. And why I'm bringing that up is because the Mars into Leo and the Mercury retrograde and the eclipse season and the building up square between Uranus and Saturn, and there is more, it's kind of like we have every potential to express ourselves from an unchecked, unconscious, trauma-based narrative that operates through us, and we don't even know why we did that or said that, but we just know that we were feeling like that and we expressed it like that, and now there is more damage to repair or to fix. And did we really want to do that? Was it really us, or was it the ego traumatic self acting through us? So we're all in this time where we are being guided to decipher between our true divine truth and our wounded ego old self. There's a big battle right now between the past and the future. I will just stop for a moment because the chat room has been kind of bombing. I just want to say hello to those who have joined us. Let's see. So Tabitha, I said Kimberly. Okay, Pala in the house. Linnell, I said April. Hello, April and Rebecca and Deborah and Tara. You had a horrible full-on later, huh? Yeah. Miss Moose loved the t-shirt. Awesome. Rainbow. Purge the rainbow. Even our purge is a rainbow. Because even the purge is guided by the light. Hello, D. And Shalom, Guy. Love you, brother. And miss you too. And Dana, Shalom. And Kelleen, Bryony, Deborah, I love. Shane, brother. Hey, good to have your name. And John, hermano. Good to have your name as well. Your presence, not just your name. And so, yeah, this is kind of, I needed to do this introduction for myself and for you. I needed to explain to myself and to you, what have we been why are we possibly feeling the way we're feeling? Now, the medicine of all this is that we are getting this kind of oomph, empowerment and courage and blast to just like stand up for our right and live by our rules and be who we are and speak our truth without any fear, because that's Leo. Leo is like, I don't care what you think about me. I am a lion. Bob Marley didn't care what the government think about him. He still sang like a lion. Ziggy Marley, Stefan Marley, Damian Marley, all the Marleys, all the reggae, all the Rasta. The Rasta is the lions. They refer themselves as the lions of Judah, yeah? It's kind of like they don't care what you think about their dreadlock. They never did. Suddenly 10 years ago, dreadlocks became fashion. Now you have dreadlocks everywhere. You have Rasta from everywhere. Once it only was to like a Jamaican Rastafari, yeah, or African, but now it's everywhere because the Western culture embraces that. The dreads are the roots. The Rastafari, they grow the dreads as a symbol of them being connected to their roots. And King Solomon was known for him getting the strength through his hair, his wisdom and strength. He was picking up things through his hair. You see Sai Baba, you see all those hairy people, yeah, like me. It's kind of the thing, you know. It's like picking up the signal, you know. So with Leo, we can work with it nicely. You see, here's Mars here, Mars in Leo on the 1st degree now. We can work with it nicely to create something new, to initiate a new way of being us, and to refine our authentic true voice, our authentic true self. That's what Mars in Leo is going to do over the coming 40 days. Now, as you can see, the moon is now on the end of Cancer. She's passed through Venus over this weekend. So I want to go back to that because that was a really cool point. Let's go. Take you to the eclipse. Let's start from the eclipse. Thursday, 9:30 p.m. There we go. Here was the eclipse a few minutes back. Because it's important to see where we're coming from into the now. We're coming from this moment. And it all kind of gonna make sense because the journey of the moon is quite fascinating over these days. Here we go. This was the new moon solar eclipse on Thursday, 8:53 p.m. and conjunct Mercury, okay? So the fact that, you know, once again, I want to pull back. I want to bring up the, let's see. I want to bring up the 3D because this is very important so you could understand a lot properly. I'm just moving some windows away. Okay. And now I'm gonna do this, and this goes. It's tricking me. Oh, it's here. This goes into here. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Here we are. Here we are. Now you're seeing it, okay? So this is the 3D of our solar system right now. Here is the Earth, yeah? And look what's happening here. It's still there, right? So if you remember, I showed you last week how this solar eclipse, this new moon solar eclipse, happened in a very interesting concept with Mercury. So here it is, so you can see it better. Okay, here it is. And I'm gonna go back. And this was the new moon solar eclipse, you see? Earth, moon, Mercury, sun. Okay? So the sun is blasting the light through the Mercurian energy of perception, thought, realization, discussion, conversation, directly into the consciousness through our emotional body. The moon coming to a place of, I want something new, I want to feel fresh energy. It's not just a new beginning of 1 month, it's a new beginning of 6 months. It's a new beginning of 3 years to almost 2.5 years of Saturn in Aquarius. It's a new beginning of the 29.5 years of Saturn going from Capricorn until it will come to Capricorn again. And yeah, there is bigger circle as well. So it's it was a very significant big new beginning. And the fact that it aligned with Mercury, it directly indicates that it has to do with our mental. It has to do with our perception, with our thought, with the way we speak, with the way we process, with the way we define. It's very direct, clear, and it's in Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini, and the conjunction, all this is Gemini. So it's like we have come to Mercury's home to be the most receptive, most mutable, the most flexible, most open to receive the divine message from the source directly into us at this time. And it's a message of big changes. It's a big, massive event of big changes. Now, yesterday, so we basically, let's go here. This was the full moon eclipse, okay? You see? Moon, Earth, Sun. This was the full moon eclipse. Mercury was cooking towards us. So it's like something came up to the surface here. We were processing something, releasing all the heavy old energy of the 30 years since 1991, since 2017, since 2012. There was also Mercury alignment with the eclipse there. Processing, coming to the new moon and zap. This is the zap. Boom. Boom. And here we are now. Let's see. We are now on the 13 at 7:34. and so it's moving. I need to move it a bit faster. On the 13, there we go. 7:34. Here we are. Okay, this is where we are now. The moon is passing, coming out of this. Yeah, so we're coming off the eclipse intensity. Moon is coming out. Mercury is still in retrograde, but Mercury will go. Excuse me. Mercury will go direct on the 24th of June. So not so far. 11 days from now, we are kind of in the middle point of Mercury retrograde. So another 11 days of a bit of like, and then station direct. But yeah, this is where we are in. Oops, sorry, I pressed the wrong screen. This is where we are in the big picture. Now, if I come to the Earth, remember to remind you that this is the spell. Neptune is influencing. Neptune is squaring all this. Yeah, so Neptune is putting a magic spell in. Illusion, deceptions, escapism, too much to face, too much to handle, more drugs, more alcohol, more escaping, more TV, more reality, things like that. Anything to escape what the universe is trying to tell you in a very direct way. Boom, 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 boom. The source is talking to you. Listen, dear soul. Listen, dear soul. I'm not happy. I need you to make changes. New. Now, this is happening while Neptune is like, hey, if you follow the divine love truth, if you follow your true soul guidance and you won't fall down to the corruption and to the black magic of these days, to the black spell, all your dreams will manifest. All your dreams will come true. Keep on doing the work, but you need to really be honest here with yourself. You see, Neptune, Mercury, Neptune, Earth. You need to really be honest with yourself. Where have you delusioned yourself? Where have you deceived yourself? Where are you lying to yourself? About yourself, about your relationship, about your business, about your job, Maybe you over-idealize someone and, you thought they're Mrs. Perfect or Mr. Perfect, and suddenly you're seeing things that kind of like shattering your reality and your perception, and suddenly you're realizing a new truth about it all. This is one thing. I'm just checking. Oh, I just realized my door is open. Give me a second, just a second. That's why I'm hearing noise. So let's listen to Damien for a moment. Yeah, listen to what he has to say. Smart, wise man, the son of Bob Marley.
Who wears the crown? Good God, oh. Good God is always with us now, always with I now. Would never let us down, never let I down. Is always with us now.
Spirit is always with us.
Always with I now.
That's why I play this song, to remind us.
Never let us down.
Spirit will never let us
Never
down.
let I down.
Great song. Damien Marley. It's only a month ago been released, so it's a pretty good song, a new song, Life is a Circle. I think that's a very well done way of Damien Marley expressing his opinion about what's going on, because saying life is a circle, goes round and round, but mine is not a circus, and I am not a clown. You get the inner message there? Don't you try to fool me, baby, because my life is not a circus and I'm not a clown. So this is what the Spirit is also telling us about these days. Let me bring up the 3D again. Here we go. You see? So again, like, are you going to fall down to the spell? Are you going to follow your dreams? Are you going to lie to yourself that you are happy? Or are you going to be honest with yourself and go for your true dream happiness? It's tricky. It's not that simple. It's very complicated at the moment for all of us, because we're all kind of trying to understand where's our illusions, right? What's going on? Very soon, in a few days, Jupiter is going to go retrograde. Saturn is retrograding. Pluto is retrograding. And then by the end of June, 26th of June, Neptune goes retrograde. So we're going to have like all the retrograde party, the Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, all the big planets. Why do they retrograde? I explained before. It's because as we move forward, it's like here's Pluto retrograde. here is Saturn moving backwards. Here is Jupiter moving backwards, optical illusion. And then, yeah, here is Neptune moving backwards. So that's the retrograde, until we come to the time when they start to move forward. So I'm moving back to, oh, sorry, I have a bit of a glitch. Here is May, here is June, we're on the 13th, there we go. How quickly, it's the 13th of June, people, you get it? Nuts. So at the same time, the sun is like zapping us with kind of demand for mental realization and processing and redefinition, you know, everything about the way we look at ourselves, you know, look at us like boom, 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 boom. At the same time, we've got the Neptune influence there in the background, and then at the same time, we've got Uranus zapping Venus, okay? And Mars is doing alignments with, Mars did like we said Mars now kicks into Leo, and very soon as we move into the future, oh, I clicked the wrong screen. You see, this is what happens to me today, in the last 2 days. So Mars is coming here, and then suddenly, bam, he's squaring Saturn. You know, he's doing all the alignments from Leo into all those big planets into, yeah. There's a lot coming down our way, but I just wanted to give you a bit of the 3D again, just to understand why this could be a bit of a mentally uncomfortable way. Here we are going back to June again. Yeah. So let's go. When did it all started? Let's say from around the end of May. From around the end of May, here comes Mercury, and it becomes very mental. Very, very mental, okay? Because it's Mercury retrograde, and it's like the eclipse, and it's like, here we go, and the zap, and it's like Mercury is kind of like channeling down to us, and only here Mercury starts to break away, okay? So that's why it's intense, and there's a lot of things going on for us. So, yeah, that's a bit of the astrology up there. Let me fix my screen back to my liking so I can do it properly. Here it is. So now this the chart is basically set to Thursday. I don't know why we moved to Thursday. Oh, yeah, that's the new moon solar eclipse. Sorry, I'm gonna move a day forward into Friday, and here is when the sun came on top, like a few hours after the eclipse. Check this out. Yeah, look at this bunch. Yeah, you've got the moon and the sun met on the 19 degrees 47 minutes. Mercury is 20 degrees 41 minutes. It is a conjunction, okay? But as we move, kind of, here comes the moon on top of Mercury. Like 2 hours later, the moon is with Mercury after the eclipse, and then the sun comes exactly the day after. Here it is. Oh, we passed, sorry. Okay, here is the sun and Mercury, Friday morning, Friday 11 a.m. Okay, so then the sun came into Mercury to kind of like the eclipse zapped us, and then the sun's like, we really need to understand what's going on here. Really need to understand what is going on here, okay? And then, you know, at that time, Mars is at the end of Cancer, so it's really like emotionally we are kind of being like, I need to take action, I need something new, I need to change my way, I can't take this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Very intense. And they're also squaring Neptune, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm confused, I don't know what is going on, why am I this, why am I that, am I escaping and am I avoiding, where am I lying, where, well, who is lying, who's saying the truth, these kind of things, you know. So then as we move forward, here comes Saturday, and you can see the sun passing through Mercury over here. The moon is coming into Venus, okay? So pay attention to the personal planets. We've got the sun, the moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Those are the personal planets. The sun, the soul I am. The moon, the feminine goddess emotions. Mercury, our perception, our thought, the way we kind of negotiate between the masculine and the feminine, between the spirit and the human. That was interesting. And then we've got Mars, the warrior, the action, the masculine, and Venus, the feminine, the goddess of love and money and health and earthy love. All of them, we are all being challenged personally. So there is this collective process going on, but within the collective process, we are all being challenged personally. I can see there's a bit of buffering issues, so hopefully we're going to do all right. And yeah, and so this is the story there. And then we go into, and now all this time, I also want you to pay attention, Uranus here on the 12 degrees of Taurus, 58 minutes, is about to move to the 13 degree, okay? Who is on the 13 degree waiting for him? Well, not really waiting for him, he's coming slowly back towards him. Saturn, 13 degrees, 12 minutes, retrograding in Aquarius. And so Saturn is kind of slowly retrograding backwards, very slow, and Uranus is moving forward. Now, this is the theme of June, this is the theme of this week, and this is the theme of 2021. Because this square between Uranus and Saturn, it happens 3 times in this year. So, if kind of like if you have subtitles, the headline is 2021 Uranus square Saturn, or Saturn square Uranus. Hello, Mali. Thank you. Mali has jumped on the chat room to say hello. I'll just say hello to everyone. Hello, Kimberly, Katrina, Dennis, and Breeze, and Clara from Spain this time. Awesome. Thank you, Mali. Love you. And so the theme of Uranus square Saturn is throughout all this year. Now, it's very important because Uranus rules Aquarius, Saturn rules Capricorn, but Saturn's second ruling is Aquarius. So Saturn used to rule Aquarius until Uranus was discovered. Saturn was delegated to Capricorn. So Saturn kind of considered to be ruling Capricorn mainly, and secondly Aquarius. And Uranus rules Aquarius. Now there's mythology around it. That, Saturn was kind of coming in to do whatever he wanted, but then Uranus kind of, I don't want to go into it because I don't remember all the exact details, and today my energy is not the best, so take that back. But there's a beautiful mythology behind them. But this square is a lot of tension. Square is tension. And the first time that this square is happened, if you want to take some notes, because this will make sense to you a lot, and it will actually give you a sense of like, okay, I'm starting to get it, because at the moment there's kind of interesting, complex challenge. The first square of Saturn and Uranus happened on the 18th of February. And so, January, February 2021, try to remember that time. And to give you an essence, that was the time around the government in America exchanging and the impeachment and all that thing. This is where stuff in America really became intense over there, with all the violence and all the, the stuff, the Republicans, the Democrats, all the impeachment, Trump, da-da-da-da. Funny enough, last week I told you that get ready for, not the last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 live streams ago, I told you get ready for Trump's return, because the new moon solar eclipse really activated his personal chart. And Trump definitely came back this week. He's coming back, and there is more coming. There is much more coming. We will see some interesting things. First of all, he's coming back as trying to run for presidency again. But he also came back big time this week by trying to dump Bitcoin and calling Bitcoin a scam. Which is, it's good for the hodlers, because it gives the hodlers an opportunity to buy the dip. Because every time they say something bad, the market goes down, and then hodlers are happy, and quick fix money, basically getting scared out of the market. Eternal Journey Prashputita, I love you, brother Prashputita. I thought about you this week and sent you my love telepathically. Fratello David and Ellison. Hello, Ellison. Thank you, Ellison, for the love. And Eternal Journey, hello everyone from Melbourne. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Prashputita. I love you dearly. So, this square, 3 times in 2021. 18th of February, check into this. In 18th of February, Saturn was moving direct, Uranus was retrograde, so Saturn was stronger. Saturn is the government, the law and order, the restriction, the structure. Uranus is the rebels, breaking free, rebelling, eccentric, quirky, out of the blue, eruptive, disruptive, trauma, shock, sudden, unexpected. So it's a very explosive dynamic just by its nature. Because if you compare kind of the parallels, you got like traditional karma, traditional of Saturn. This is how we do finance. And you've got the futuristic Uranus. No, this is how we do finance. So what did we see in the last kind of like year? Bitcoin rising, Bitcoin starting to gain mainstream kind of attention from the beginning of the year. We were just rocketing up. And suddenly the mainstream got it, and suddenly the FUD started to drop. And then suddenly in this eclipse week, what happened? We had the most exciting week in crypto. We spoke about last week. The president of El Salvador comes up and say, we're going to make Bitcoin a legal tender. Within a few hours, Trump is dumping Bitcoin, saying Bitcoin is a scam, competing with the US dollar, which is true. Yeah, that's why it's calling it a scam, because it's competing with the US dollar. Yeah, because it's basically saying to US dollar, sorry, you're corrupted, we're taking over. That's what Bitcoin does, basically. And so you've got the Bitcoin, rebellious, futuristic, decentralized, breaking free from the control of the patriarchy and all the corruption of power and corruption of money. Saturn, Capricorn, that's kind of the thing, the institution, the governance, the law and order, the old people kind of saying this is how we do things on planet Earth. And then Uranus is the young generation, the people of the world, evolutionary, revolutionary, futuristic, innovative, rebellious, breaking free, not following the rules, quirky, eccentric, sudden, unexpected, eruptive. Boom. That's kind of Uranus. Combining them both, this is like having, the naughtiest, wildest grandson in the big family staying for a weekend with the old grandfather that is super strict. Oh my God. Can you imagine what happened in that house on that weekend? We're talking about a child that doesn't give a shit. I can't say those words on this thing, but a child that doesn't really care about anything, especially disrespect and disregard to the old people. And you've got the old patriarch grandfather in his 90s, which has been like El Capone, the mafia man in the family, suppressed everyone to the max. You do what I say. I am the king of this family, and you do what I say, yeah? And comes there and is like, hey, Saturn. This week there was a picture of the G7, or the seven, richest countries that meeting together to decide what the financial situation should be. Immediately all the crypto, Twitter was filled with like all kind of mocking that picture. Some of them put like clown faces instead of them. I even seen one that was like they made them somehow through Photoshop like dance like this funny acrobatic dance. It was hilarious. So this is kind of, that classic representation. But you've got tradition against futuristic, conservative against explosion. You've got control against breaking free and instant. You got the status quo against revolutionary. You got it's uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable. Because if we bring it inside of us, there is that part of us that had enough of the rotten routine, lockdown, business, whatever you do, your relationship, your life, your health, your habits, who you are. You want to break free from old cycles of wounding and trauma and pain and negativity and bad experiences, if it's in relationship, if it's in your financials, even if it's in your health. And, you want to break free, you want to do something, but it's like that Saturn's like, you can't. Tone it down. You have to stay within this radius. You have to put that mask on. You have to. So the way we can see it is like, but guess what? We have this Uranian solution of experimental, pay attention, Uranus in Taurus. I'm just saying astrology. I'm not expressing here any opinions. I'm giving you astrology, okay? Uranus in Taurus. Experimentation, innovation, futuristic, in health, Taurus. In medical health, Taurus. Hello, Juice. How you doing? And so here comes Saturn square Uranus. we're introducing the juice to the people. And the way the commercial starts, it's voluntary. Meaning, you are free to choose it. We are giving you, we locked you down, we have suppressed you, we have traumatized you, but we're giving you the freedom of choice. Do you want to die that way, or do you want to die that way? You're still gonna die somehow, but it's just like if you take that, you'll die in that way, and if you take that, you'll die in that way. Which way would you like to die? We just hope you feel a sense of freedom. So that's kind of a classic expression of this Uranus and Saturn. Now, when the juice was released into the world, there was a lot of alignment to Neptune and Uranus. And so my insight from the beginning said like, delay, because there's going to be disasters. Unfortunately, there's going to be disasters. There's already disasters unfolding. I can't talk about it too much, obviously, into details because you all know what's going on these days. But the disasters are going to keep on unfolding, and there's going to be a lot of disasters. Terrible mutation mistakes, because it's an experimental. We are experimenting with something that we don't necessarily know. It's futuristic, it's innovative. They're doing something they think they know. No. So, Natalie. Hello, Natalie. Nice to have you joining us as well. Luke, brother Luke. Hey. I'm happy to take you off the charts for a while, hey? Play the ditch with me, brother. And Chalita, beautiful Chalita, this is a good moment. I'm sending my love and my blessings to all the tribe of the hills, to the Dandenongs, to all the people that got affected by the last crazy extreme storm that we had on the eclipse, people. Do you need more than that? How intense was that on the eclipse? It was right on as we are building up into the eclipse energy, these crazy winds. I was literally feeling the wind's vortex. There was a spinning, chaotic vortex all around us. Like, it was just like, it was intense, and the floods of rain and all that thing. And, so many people in the Dandenongs got stuck now without electricity, tree fells on houses, took grid of power down. And this is where the warnings from the past came very viable to the people who listened. And so I urge everyone to take notes from this experience that happened to our brothers and sisters in the hills. This is a time where we all must become more self-reliant. The more self-reliant we'll be, the better we will be. Because you won't have to fear or to panic or to get scared or anything, because you'll be relying on yourself. And so the list can go from, a generator and an extension cord into flashlight and batteries and long shelf food and water. You may be thinking I'm a bit extreme in this moment, but believe me, it will be needed. It's coming, okay? Not just because of the financial situation. I've seen this week something that disturbed me even further. There is quite intense activity on the sun, very, very intense activity on the sun. And there's indicators that we may go through a very intense solar flare cycle called solar flare cycle 25 over the next few years. And it's kind of predicted at the moment to be the biggest on record. So this kind of solar flares activity can just take our grid down. Like that. They can just drop our satellites, drop our electricity, internet, everything can just go boom if the sun just do a massive cough on us. And so, this week I suddenly started to think like, oh my God, we need more EMF protection, because I've got on my links on the website, you've got a link to the Faraday bag to protect your hardware wallet. There's also a bigger Faraday bag that you can put your mobile in. But I was basically thinking far out. I need a Faraday blanket to cover my computer. So things like that to think about, to prepare in advance. We are heading towards some turbulent times on Earth, and there's going to be some challenges coming our way. Unfortunately, it's not the pleasant kind of information to hear, but awareness is awareness, We can't judge it. It's just awareness. It's just what is. And so the way I see it, it's better to know about it in advance and to be as ready as you can rather than surprised and panic and scared and afraid. So I recommended all these years, long shelf food, pantry, Stock some rice, some pasta, some flour, some yeast, some, olive oil or rice oil, whatever you use, your cacao, your coffee, all your dry, long shelf life, cans of food. Of course, we like the environment. It's not the thing that we would like to use, but for emergency, cans of food are kind of long shelf. If you need to buy extra things for your freezer, like, if you're not vegan, if you're eating fish or chicken or meat or whatever you eat. But also remember your pets, the global supply will be also injuring all industries. So remember your pets as well. Remember to have some extra food for your dogs, for your cats, for your birds, for your fish, whatever you've got. We just need to be ready for a bit of an unpleasant, chaotic time. And everything that happens these days is just kind of building us up towards it. So we don't really need to think too far to see that it's around the corner. And so these squares, let's go back to this. These squares between Uranus and Saturn, okay? Uranus is on the 12 degree 58 minutes and Saturn is on the 1312. And I'm going to move now hours forward. And what we're going to check on Uranus moving into the 1307 and Saturn backing up to the 1307. And it goes like that. Here is where 13. Oops, I've passed it. Sorry. No. Sorry, I lost it for a moment there. Here we go. 1307. I need to move a day. Let me move a day. Sorry about that. Uranus, 1304. 1307. 1307. 6. Australia, it's 6. Let's go backwards a bit. Okay. Here we go. Uranus 1306. Saturn. Oh, sorry. Here it is. So, and now we move minutes. I'm watching Saturn at your 1 o'clock, the green symbol, moving from 1306, 07 to 1306. Here it is. Okay. So the exact second square will be on the 15th of June, this coming Tuesday at 6:38 a.m. Okay? Lucky we have a long weekend. Long weekend in Australia, but guess what happens on Tuesday? Everyone comes out of lockdown. Now you're getting it. Schools, the system back on. As I told you, go in, okay, come out. So now, okay, they released us on Thursday night. They made sure we will miss the eclipse. I wonder why. Because it was on Thursday midnight that the lockdown was released. Here comes the Friday, and suddenly we have a long weekend. So we've got the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday the system is kind of going like, boom, back on again. But this time, more restrictions. If you don't know, until now the barcode in your business was mandatory. That's why I personally didn't really, I had it, but it was there. But now it's mandatory. So now all our businesses have to have barcodes. So we are free to run our business. We are free to open our business again. But we have to, I'm saying it because that's the alignment. Yeah, we are free. Uranus, they let us free to do what we want with our business again, to walk. But Saturn, there's still some things we need to comply with. You can go back, but you need to have a barcode. You can go back, but you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. I won't be surprised if they did this opening so they won't have to go into another cycle of job keeper, job seeker, because it was only 2 weeks and only eligible businesses will be allowed to receive the $2,000 benefit. But hey, anyone think about the massage therapist and the massage places around Melbourne? Yoga studios, meditation centers, healing centers, counselors, psychologists, psychotherapists, hairdressers, and more and more and more. Those people that kind of can't really get through the month without walking for 2 weeks. So we're coming back into society on Tuesday. This is early morning. This is early morning of Tuesday. As we all gonna come back. So I want you to be very aware. There will be a lot of presence of authorities. This is classic. This is like we're setting you free, but the authorities are all around. So I won't be surprised if we'll see more presence of authorities around because of this Saturn there, squaring Uranus. We might be receiving some shocking new regulation, restriction, guidance, guidelines. We may experience or see in the news stories about abrupt kind of rage of some people that just needed to rebel or do something against the law or against the order or against. I don't recommend that, not in this time. But this energy can make a lot of people go like, I'm done with this, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Boom. And then suddenly say, sorry, you can't do whatever you want, dear sir. So just be aware. On an internal level, we are talking about us also wanting to break free from old structure that used to restrict us and suppress us, such as depression or trauma or insecurity or an abusive partner, suppressive partner, a parent, friend, business owner, boss, colleague. Take your relationships, because Uranus rules people. Uranus is our relationships with people. And he's in Taurus, where the values are. So it's like, what kind of people do you value? What relationship you value and what relationship you don't value? And basically with Saturn there, Saturn in Aquarius ruled by Uranus, Aquarius rules other people, the people of the world. So it's kind of like, it's through our connections. It's through the people we're going to meet. It's through the people we want to meet and the people we don't want to meet. It's through the people that we want to be aligned in the same vibration and the people that we don't want to align in the same vibration anymore because they have suppressed us or Remind you, in the background, there is the influence of Neptune kicking in constantly, 23. Look, at the same time of Saturn squaring Uranus. Look at that. You can't make this up, okay? Neptune, 2310. What is he doing? He's aligning with the Sun, 23. And so the Sun will square Neptune, at the same time Saturn will square Uranus, which means that it's kind of like the illusion will be highlighted, like people lying or people deceiving, people cheating, people betraying. It will be very hard to lie because the lies will be exposed from the present or from the past, because reminding you, this energy relates to February. So what was it that you were processing in January into February, but the high peak was 18th of February? What was going on in your life back then that is somehow relating to something that you're going through over the last few weeks? Hello, Kali Rasta. Good to have you around. Still out of power, Chalita, until Thursday. My goodness, definitely a good time to get a generator. Get yourself a good generator. Sorry, I'm sending you my blessing, Chalita. Hopefully everything will be all right. Yeah, everything will be all right. We have to trust. But yeah, this is like Neptune aligning with the Sun in Gemini. Remind you, the Sun in Gemini. She just came off the eclipse. So the Sun just delivered a loud and clear message that we're all trying to understand. Like, so what does that mean? Like, so where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Like, what exactly is happening here? And then comes Neptune with the Sun. It's like, oh, is this an illusion? It's shining the light, but it's a bit of a tension, right? So notes I put, it's kind of battles to come in order to feel strong and confident, because with Neptune in Pisces, it can highlight also our insecurities or our shyness, or we're kind of like, I'm very sensitive. I don't know how to step into my power and how to overcome this to feel stronger. I'm just collapsing through my illusions and my deceptions. I'm escaping it through alcohol or drugs or reality TV or shopping or sex or whatever, because I can't handle it. I'm too sensitive. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm kind of... Isn't that a lie? Isn't that a deception? Isn't that an illusion? Yes, it is. Because we are what we define ourselves to be. And so this new moon solar eclipse with Sun, Mercury, Cassini, boom. It's like, hey, check into yourself. It's in you, it's in you, it's in your local environment. Don't look elsewhere. Gemini, Mercury. This changes that is needed for the planet, for the world, for the collective. It's inside of you. It's like you have to make sure that you're not lying to yourself. You actually make sure if you want to have honesty and transparency and integrity out there in the world, it has to start with you. So you have to really be in integrity and honesty and truth with you, right? So then the Sun, it kind of, the Sun with Neptune Tuesday, we're going back to work, but Neptune with the Sun can give us a feeling of like, I'm almost allergic to work. A bit hard to concentrate or to focus, to feel motivated, a bit floating, a bit kind of like, I don't know what to do anymore, You may go to your job place and kind of feel really flat and kind of go like, I'm not into this anymore. I don't know what to do, It's like, no, I'm not feeling this. I'm done. But wait a second. Are you? Or is it your ego trying to sabotage you again? So it's a bit tricky. Don't make big decisions on Tuesday, okay? From now as well. It's not quite the energy to make long-term decisions. Said in the last live stream 2 weeks ago, when we spoke about the eclipses, we're in this kind of ongoing process of this kind of the Rubik cube. Things are kind of like, and the kind of we can't really see the full picture, but it's coming together. Hello, Adrienne. Good to have you. And so it's not that we don't see the full truth yet, even about ourselves and even about what's really going on inside of us. We're on a path and a journey of discovery. So we just need to keep on watching, pay attention, notice our chatter, notice our thoughts, notice what's going on around us, pay attention to what's coming, but find the courage and the confidence, Mars in Leo, to step into our true authentic self and to speak for ourselves, but to be careful of our spoken words, because Mercury is still retrograde, and the Sun with Neptune also it can bring up psychological and health issues to the surface. So you may feel like more paranoid or more schizophrenic or more kind of anxious or more worried, or you may fall down into your trauma fear narrative. So you need to be very. It's already, I told you, I feel it Friday, Saturday I already start feeling it. So what I'm doing under this kind of energy, I try not to do too much forward. I try more to just kind of manage and regulate and kind of govern, just to govern the process rather than, and even if it happens to me, I really kind of then really pull it back and go like, whoa, you better ease up, come back into yourself, something's going on here, something's not right. You don't want to create damage, you're not quite settled, so shut up and pay attention to the inner dialogue, pay attention to the inner conversation. It doesn't necessarily, maybe we are cooked inside because we need to realize something about something that we are doing, that we are saying, that we are thinking. And so I'll say it's less good to go out there because it can be explosive, which means also business negotiation, anything competitive could become very, very bad. So just be aware of that. So yeah, together with the Saturn and Uranus, which involve other people, and we all coming out of the restriction of Saturn, and we all want to break free Uranus, and we all had enough, but we are restricted, and there is this king that we have to play this game, but we don't want to play this game, we want to play that game, but we need patience, we need dedication, we need due diligence, we need to kind of make sure that we're doing the right thing, and we're being mature and grown up, and it's challenging. It's very challenging. Takes a lot of effort. Yesterday I literally said to my wife, I said like, this day deserves to be ended right now. And I just took myself to bed and I was like, see you later, I'm going to bed. Because it was just a challenging day. So it's okay to call it off early and go to bed, and medicine time with dream with spirit, But this Neptune Sun, it also brings up the essence of events and people that may cause confusion and disappointment. Facing you to battle against the odds, like insecurity, guilt, apologetic. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to hurt your feelings. It's like, you don't need to be a pleaser. Okay, you don't need to tell someone else what they need and not to do, because they deserve to be who they are too. Some people take the juice. My own father took the juice. Even though I am who I am and I speak what I speak, he still chose to take the juice. Am I happy about it? No. Am I upset about it? Yes. Can I say to him anything about it? No. When he told me that he did it, what did I do? I just clapped his hand and I said, good on you, Dad. Good on you. That's what I can do. We can't save others. It's not our job to save others. It's not our job to save the world. The world is ancient, older than you, wiser than you, and if humanity need to be extincted out of this earth for the bigger process, it will be. So don't think that you need to save the world. You need to save the environment. No. You need to save yourself from the environment, because the environment will save itself without asking you. If the environment think that there's too much unbalance, it will just simply, which is going to happen now. And so, a lot over the last few years, we were coached and guided to know a lot like global warming. The opposite is the true. We're going to ice age, baby. That warm up was like the warm up that need to stir all the waters to move around the world and to create the rainfalls and the snowfall and because those then will become the ice of later on. So there's a big process here, and we think that we need to save the planet. Who do you think you are? Yes, we need to live in harmony with the planet, for sure. But to fool yourself arrogantly to think that you need to save the planet, that we need to save the planet, you lost the plot. You lost the plot. Live in harmony with the planet, but don't think you need to save the planet. The solar system is millions of years old, billions of years old. It will be here for billion years after you'll die. You think you need to save the planet. It's kind of this fantasy that was sold to us in Hollywood. The superhero or the Jesus Christ, or we need to save the world, we need to save... No. You need to save yourself from the bullcrap that was sold to you, from the illusions that you're in the Matrix, and in the Matrix they convince you that you need to save the world, but actually you need to save yourself by awakening, by transcending, by becoming more aware and conscious of what's really happening inside of you, not out there. And so it's a bit of that. And so we all come out of lockdown, Uranus square Saturn, Neptune with the sun, and people interactions, if it's at work, if it's in the street, judgment around taking the juice, not taking the juice, judgment around masks, no mask, all kind of things are gonna come out, so be aware, be careful, and also be aware of not seeing only the good in people. Don't delusion yourself, because you see only the good in people, and then when something happens, you find yourself being delusioned. So all throughout my path as a healer, I always made sure, as I do in this live stream as well, to let everyone know, and I even did it in this live stream, I am not different than you. I am human. I have emotions, I have feelings, I have my own matrix, my own psychology, my own background, my own traumas, my own story. Yes, I am conscious, I'm a meditator, I'm a healer. Yes, I'm a light walker, I'm a free spirit. Yes, I'm a Rastafari. Yes, I'm a lot. I am a lot, and I'm anything, and I'm everything, and I'm nothing. But it doesn't mean that I'm not a human being. Yeah? So this week I had an interaction with a lovely lady, and it annoyed me a bit, so I kind of reacted a bit, and I didn't like the fact that I reacted. Usually I don't, but it was in a weak moment. And then the response I got was like, I'm very disappointed at you from the way you just spoke to me. And I was like, well, why are you disappointed of me? I didn't create your expectation. You expected of me to be something that I'm not, or that I am, that you think that I am. And then once I behave like Ami, you need to tell me that you're disappointed of me. Well, I'm sorry to hear you're disappointed of me, but, I am human. And he's like, so did you delusion yourself about the fact that I'm also human? That I also can have a bad day? Or can I also have a short temper for a moment? Or react from an emotional state because I didn't like what I was receiving? No, I am human. I am Ami. I do mistakes. Sometimes I also react. Sometimes I also lose it. Sometimes I'm also being triggered. That's what makes us human. If we deny that, we're in troubles. And so I did apologize, I did explain myself, I did own it, and I did kind of came back with a response, but that wasn't good enough as well. So I let it go, So it's kind of like, you don't need to be over apologetic, you don't need to be a pleaser, But if you've done something wrong, yes, acknowledge it, take responsibility, own it, admit it, and try to fix it up in a compassionate way, in a loving way, through the wisdom of the heart. But don't drop into trauma narrative like, no, but please love me. No, because if you don't want to love me, you don't have to love me. But if you love me, you love me. It's simple, same like that, simple. Also in the chat room, the communities, like you used to see me once in a while coming to sound healing meditation. Now you've got me with you day by day. So yeah, some days you'll see me weak, some days you'll see me strong. Some moments, sometimes I'll do amazing funny posts, sometimes I'll do serious posts. It's kind of like, it's all Ami. We are made out of many things. And, we're all humans. So we have to remember that with compassion towards each other, that we're all humans. We all have crap going on. So in the same way I show compassion and understanding towards people who come to see me, I think it's normal and natural for people who come to see me or to be a part of my community to show as much love and compassion and understanding towards me. You know what? At the end of the day, Ami is doing his best. He's a good human, he's a good soul, he's a good spirit, but he's not perfect. Let's make that clear. Yeah? Disclaimer. Ami is not perfect. But once you come to peace with that, it becomes so free. Once we admit, we become so free. Because we don't need to wear that kind of like, no, I am perfect. I am a guru. I am a Zen master. I am a Kung Fu Shih Tzu master. I've learned and studied with this and celebrity and that famous person, and I have that statement and that certificate and that degree. I am very wise master. No, I'm a humble servant of spirit, student of life. So much more to learn. So much that I know and so much more to learn. So, with Sun Neptune, stay above the water with whatever you deal with. Stay away from high-stress competitive areas. This will be explosive. If you find yourself coming in interaction with a very competitive person or competitive environment, back it off, baby, back it off and walk away. Just walk away. Say, sorry, I don't feel like competing today. Thank you. You win. You win, baby. You win. I lost. Especially in business negotiation. Also be aware the sensitive ones, the empaths, the empaths, sensitive ones. Be aware of predators. Predators under this energy, they have this ability to know how to tune into the sensitivity and the insecurities of the sensitive and insecure ones, and just kind of leech into that and kind of like suck you into competitive dynamic, the classic narcissist activity. So those of you who experienced narcissist people in your life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those of you who didn't, it's basically someone being competitive with you without saying that he's competitive with you, and when you present the fact that they're being competitive, they're basically telling you that you're wrong and you're competitive. So yeah, be mindful of you, huh? Mars in Leo, step into your royalty, baby. Highlighted sensitivity even more to drugs and alcohol, which can support more paranoia and more mental instability. So please be aware, those of you who self-medicate yourself with alcohol, with anime, with with weed, with drugs, with sex, just be aware that the next few days will be better to take it really chill, take it really easy. If you can be clear, the best. But if you have to do what you have to do, really kind of tone yourself. Don't, because it's a bit okay. And that's about this. So this is Tuesday, okay. So most of the oomph of this week is this weekend. It's like Thursday night, solar eclipse, new moon. Friday night, Mars moves into Leo. Then we have in this Saturday and this Sunday, the moon comes on top of Venus, and together they align with Chiron, and Mars into Leo. Venus is aligning with Uranus also a day before. So this is on Tuesday morning. Remember, this Tuesday is going to be a day to really be mindful and aware and stay away from things that I said. Take it a day backward. Venus 1347, Uranus 1303. We're going to move, let's move another day. No, we move hours back. I need Venus to come to, where are you? 12:29. I hope you're breathing with me, people. It's good to breathe. We just need a breath. Sometimes we just need a breath. Goodness gracious, the time we live in. Here it is for you, Sunday. Tonight. Oh, today. Yeah, this was today. That was the zap, zap, zap. This is the thing I felt. Yeah? If you felt it too. So Mars into Leo. Boom, boom, boom. My song, my voice, my desire, royalty, my kingdom. Then Venus comes and basically aligns with Uranus. And overall, this is positive influence. This could bring like, extra attraction and quirkiness and the desire to do something new. I've recommended the artist on the Instagram live that I did a few days ago. Good time for artists to get some new inspiration, open a new canvas, a new piece of music, a new mobile, a new kind of sculpture, whatever is your art form. This kind of like, oh, let's create something new, but it can also be you suddenly attracting new kind of people or new kind of eccentric people coming down your way. If you are single and you have some kind of experiences over this weekend with some new people, it's more supportive of kind of a fling, short-term thing rather than a long, stable thing. So if you need to have fun, go and have fun. Break the rules, outside of the box. Try something different. Try something new. Obviously, be safe and honoring towards you. Don't hurt yourself, please. Make sure that it's loving and healing rather than use abusive. Remember the predators, right? So just be mindful of that. And, as this is happening, the moon is traveling through Cancer. This is today. And we said let's move to tomorrow. The sun with Neptune and the Uranus-Saturn. So this is the theme of this week, okay? Now, the Venus and the moon, sorry. The Venus and the moon. Let's go back. Here is the Venus and the moon, you see? 11 degrees. 11 degrees, 11 degrees. Okay, and if I go a few hours forwards, you will see it exactly as the moon comes, as the moon comes into Venus. Here we go, at your 2 o'clock. The moon together with Venus, this is happened yesterday. And as they did that, the moon and Venus, Mars was already in Leo, yeah? And as they did that, they're starting to create the alignment to Chiron. Chiron at 12 degrees and 27 minutes here, okay? So this is kind of like coming into our personal sensitivities of the heart, of our feelings, and could be a very beautiful, deep feeling of home, nurturing connection, with kind of like renewed attraction and renewed affection in some places. Something that can be healing. On the other hand, it can be also the same old wounding again. Something comes into your personal relationship which is again causing you insecurity. Again, it's not the home you wanted. It's not how you wanted to feel. It's not how you want your relationship to be. And it's kind of like hitting your wound, your Chiron. And this is very interesting that this is happening on Saturday, on this weekend after the eclipse, as we build up to the square between Saturn and Uranus, because Chiron is kind of the teacher and the healer, aligning with the moon and Venus and saying like, it's like, how can we heal this? How can we, is this, let's make it simple. Over this weekend, there's a high potential that something happened to you within your relationships or within yourself or with people. And you find yourself kind of like, or very happy about having a new great experience and finally things going the way you want them to go, or here you are flowing to a good place, but then here you are facing the same old restrictions and you're getting cooked and it's wounding you, and then you have this kind of like with Mars kicking into Leo, with Saturn about to square Uranus, and you go like, I'm fucking over it! I'm gonna scream and chop heads and break the entire place down! But then Chiron comes here. Excuse me. Before you go into this intense few days, I just wanted to tell you, is this healing? Is this real? Or is this our wounded ego? It's trying to sabotage us again. Why is this feeling? Is this feeling really comes from my divine love connection, Neptune with all these planets? Or is it coming from my old wounded ego, Chiron, that is trying to teach me that I must stop process things in the same way I'm processing them? Reminding you, Uranus wants to break free Saturn restriction from the past, and it goes like, and it's like Uranus is in Taurus. Taurus doesn't like change. Taurus likes to feel, but I'm comfortable over here. It's like, yes, but it's time to move into the future. Bzz, bam. All right, so let's take it outside of us into the world, again into Bitcoin. Here comes Bitcoin, breaking free, new all-time high, and here we're doing the correction. The people that got in because of greed, quick money fix kind of concept, got wrecked, trashed, and they're out of the market and they will not come back, they're burned. Most of them, okay? But the people that went in and done their homework and done their due diligence and did it in a responsible way, and they can see all these keywords of Saturn, long-term journey, long-term karma, long-term effect, by going with the futuristic, innovative, technological, young generation, future money, yeah? Those people, like myself, this dip didn't tickle my toe. It excited my heart because I could buy more. So when Bitcoin goes down, after 4 years being in the market, man, I went down so much. So it's like, it doesn't touch me anymore. When Bitcoin goes down, I'm going like, okay, where can I get some more money to buy some more Bitcoin? You know? But it's like, I wish I could buy more Bitcoin, but I'm restricted because my business is closed. You know, for example, right? You wanna invest your super through a self-managed super fund in crypto, but then suddenly the self-managed super fund, you have issues with the bank, or this is kind of this energy. Then comes El Salvador. We are going to make Bitcoin legal tender. Open the door for the future of humanity. By the way, I don't know if you know, but it's been literally coded into the Bitcoin blockchain on that day, on a block, that on that day El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. So the blockchain is also an historical kind of chronicles. And as soon as that happened, Trump is scamming Bitcoin, and then what's her name? I forgot her name. The clown of the IMF came out and start talking mumble jumble about Bitcoin being bad for the environment when they run basically the Federal Reserve and all the banks around the world and all the financial institutions around the world. Think how many offices, how many computers, how many fluorescent lights, how many cars driving to their offices every day, how much electricity each bank branch needs, and then the central bank and financial institution, and think how much energy the old financial world is using before you go and dob in Bitcoin for energy. But then came El Salvador president within a few hours after. We are going to mine Bitcoin from a volcanic energy, completely green energy. Bam! Zap them up, like made them all look like fools, right? But then they came coming up again. So as soon as El Salvador did that, suddenly Paraguay joined in and started talking about it. Suddenly Brazil and Argentina, there's officials in those countries talking about it. And now now the African countries will wake up for sure. And now the Arabian countries are waking up. Any country that was subjected to restriction and control of the US dollar is going to use Bitcoin to break free. It's a fact. Because no one can stop them. It's a free will choice. Each person on the planet at the moment have two main choices financially. Few. You can invest in many things, but if we simplify it, yeah? Old money, new money, simple as that. You can hold your dollar, you can hold Bitcoin. Whichever you choose, it's your free will choice. You can do whatever you want in the same way you choose if you take the juice or not. Your decisions will curve your path moving forward, and I can't save you. I can only save myself. But as I saved myself, here I am raising flags and speaking the truth and the guidance that I received for the last 4 years, saying you really should look into Bitcoin. You really should look into Bitcoin. And so you really should look into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is still at the deep. It's like, oh my God, 22, 23 days of the deep, all right? So if we're already talking about Bitcoin, let's go into our raffle then. You know, as I said, Caleb and Brown has been the brokerage of crypto for many years. For all the years, they've been the only brokerage of crypto worldwide. And so there's people who are using them from all around the world, from US, from Europe, from Asia, and they are basically a white glove service. You have a personal broker that you can use to your benefit, and basically, yeah, I really recommend it because it's the safest way to get into crypto, and you have a broker that can work with you and and help you if you need some things. It's also exposure to a large liquidity. They have exposure to the entire market, and it's also the fact that sooner or later exchanges will start failing at some points in the markets, and you will see it. And Caleb & Brown will still be an available pipeline to offload or onload your crypto. And so if you go to healingthelight.com, you will see there will be on healingthelight.com the first affiliate link is for Caleb & Brown, and they are basically I'm just preparing the giveaway kind of thing while I'm talking to you. If you go to Healing the Light website, you will find the link to Caleb & Brown, and through Healing the Light link, you get a 3.5% fee, a trade fee, buy and sell fee, instead of 4.5 or 5 to up to 5% to the public. So that's the benefit for you using my link. But if you are a member of our community on patreon.com/healingthelight, and if you have an account with Caleb & Brown, then I will do now a kind of a gear calculator kind of random name picker, and we'll pick up 10 names, and each one of these names will be a winner of $200 worth of Bitcoin, which I'm so happy that you can now have. Someone of you will win. And so like we did last week, can I have drum roll, please? I really hope that good people win, because last week we had quite a few winners that never won anything in their life, and I was so happy for that. I was so happy that people could get that omen of like, oh my God, I finally won something. So yeah, I'm very happy for you. Carrie, yes, but you are perfectly imperfect. That's right. Cassandra, love my laughter, awesome. Natalie, thank you, Natalie. That's too kind of you saying I'm funny. And Leah, hello, Leah, welcome. And okay, art creativity is working for you. Excellent. Yeah, this Uranus genius from the future, doing something different. Try to do your art in a different way. Even my sound healing meditation on the new moon solar eclipse, I did it completely different structure, different voices, different things came out, and it was very interesting, different and interesting. Now, let's go into the by the way, every week I think about it, and you guys let me know. A lot of time on YouTube, there is someone that can kind of take like timestamps. So if someone is searching for some subject that was talked about in the live stream out of 2 hours, it will be like, okay, 10 minutes we spoke about that, on the 25 minutes we spoke about that, on the 40 minutes, on the 1 hour and 7 minutes we spoke about that. And so now, based on my count, we're looking at around an hour and 32 minutes, and this is where the Bitcoin giveaway will be broadcasted. So if there's any one of you in the community that would like to do that and do like the timestamps for the YouTube, let me know, because that will be really beneficial for everyone, I believe, and for you, and we'll work something out. I'm sure we can. And so yeah, we'll discuss that in our chat rooms. But let's go into the draw, people. Let's go into the draw. So once again, drum rolls, please. And as we go into our draw, okay. So I put all the names of our Patreon community in this name picker. All of you guys are here, except the winners of last week. And we're gonna pick up now the 10 winners. 10, you see? 10 winners. I don't know who you are, but I wish you good luck, everyone, family. $200 Bitcoin free giveaway. Thanks to Caleb & Brown, is going to Stefan Gotchman, my brother, and Dave, my brother, and Steph Dadon, and Rebecca, and Tiffany, and Liv, and Karen, and Greg, and Nicholas and Nat. Those are the winners of today. Once again, Steven Gotchman. Hey, sorpresa, hey? Dave, Steph Dadon, Rebecca, Tiffany, Liv, Karen, Greg, Nicholas, and Nat. I'm gonna take all of you guys here, and I'm going to put it down for me as a note. But now, last week, one of the winners never replied to my calls or SMSs or emails, so there is one winner from last week that didn't really kind of touch base with me. So I'm gonna pick one more instead of her for last week. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Marianne is the winner. Awesome. So these are the winners for today. Very, very exciting. I hope that you are happy. And I'm just gonna put it down for myself on a note here so I won't lose it. I'm so excited for you all. I'm so excited. I'm so happy I can do this. Just want you all to know there's nothing in this for me really. For me it was actually another task of the usual things. It's just Jeff from Caleb and Brown contacted me 2 weeks ago and did this beautiful offering. And he said, like, look, Ami, we just really want to reward your community. You have such a beautiful community. All of you, the people you've sent us are such good people and so lovely to work with them. And we just want to give back. So he basically, Caleb and Brown gave $5,000 to Healing the Light community. And last week we draw 10 winners of $200. And this week we draw another 10. And next week we will draw the final 5 winners of the final $1,000. Okay? I'm just going to send this to myself before I delete it because of Mercury retrograde. Better be safe than sorry. Winners. Okay. Cool. I'm very happy. So, which one of the winners is with us? Oh, there's a bit of Caleb N. Brown. Caleb N. Brown. I'll take you here. So you're a bit of delay. I can see that the chat room is in delay. So you're probably soon gonna go like wow, and I'm already moving on. So one more thing I'll show you is I'll share the screen. Those of you who really want to know. So here is Healing the Light website. As I told you before, a kind of landing page is devoted to crypto at the moment, but there is links here. So if you scroll down, this is how you come to our YouTube. And please like and subscribe this movie, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified. This helps us. We are one person away from 750 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you. This is how to join our Patreon community here, where you can connect with us on the chat rooms and receive all the astrology, guidance, crypto, coaching, all kind of good things that are happening there. If you want a personal crypto coaching, if you need assistance to get into the market, to know how to do it right, this is something that I also do over the last few years. So this way you book it. There is a few options there. You can book yourself in for an hour or 2 hours, but if you want the full setup session, you need to contact us on our business mobile phone because we need to allocate that properly for you. So our business phone, I'll put it down on the website. You'll see it at the bottom. And if you want to join us for sound healing meditation this coming Thursday or private healing sessions, this is where you go into our online booking system. If you ever want to give us donation because we've helped you make a lot of money and you're very loving us and happy in us, and by the way, donation can also be seen as tax deductible in some cases, so you can look into that. Then you can click on this link and it will take you to our donation page, and any donations will be greatly appreciated, of course. And then here, the first affiliate is Caleb and Brown. You can read about it, and if you click on here, you'll read about it a bit, and if you press on exclusive offer, you get the link, which you press on sign up now, and that will take you into Caleb and Brown, and fill up your details, open an account, and they will contact you, they will help you. If you want to do it yourself, you can do that. There's Australian exchanges. The main exchanges are SwiftX and CoinSpot, the main choices of people, but all of them are okay. Independent Reserve is an old school one as well, very legit. So those will be my main ones. Global exchanges, here they are. You can use them, but use them wisely. Don't leave your coins on exchanges. If you want to trade, you move your coins into an exchange, you trade, you bring it back into your wallet. People, don't trust any one of these. They're all trustworthy, they're all professional, they're all legit, all of them, but all of them are third-party businesses. Shit can happen to anyone, okay? So if you being responsible and take control, it's the best place for you. Here is your wallet section. Ledger and Trezor are the most recommended. Most people take Ledger. And here is all kind of accessories. This is where, this one here is the privacy billfoldel. This way you can get your metal disk backup for your 24 wards, recommended to prevent from fire and water damage. And this also where you can get the Faraday bag, protection from EMF for your hardware wallets and your mobile phones. And the rest is also cool. This is for your taxes, and that is it. And by the way, here's our details here if you need to contact us, all the way at the bottom. Okay? So that was about that. I'm very happy for the winners of today. It is 8:45, and so we are getting close to end this session. I'm just going to fix up my screen again, back to the way it was before, so I can do what I need to do. And, oh, now you're seeing it. I told you, yeah, now you're seeing it. Deborah, literally thought someone doing notes for your live stream. Oh, awesome. So we're in alignment. Hey, Rolkin is blessing. Congratulations to the winners. Simone, congratulations to the winners. Carrie, congratulations. Beautiful. Awesome, people. Good, good, good. I'm very happy to have some winners and to deliver some gifts of abundance. And so, yeah, this is kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about this week. But also just be aware, it's a pressure cooker. Then on the, this is the main aspect of this week. So kind of the next few days are going to be really days of go inwards and really try to understand what is happening for you in your life, We have to adjust to changes. We have to be mutable. Tara, you're going straight to the point. I was just about to go there. The spaceships are coming soon. And there's going to be a lot of things coming our way. So this is kind of the quiet before the storm. And, Saturn Uranus, the first square, 18th of February. Here comes the second square right now, on the 14th of June, a week before the solstice. You know what the third final square is? Christmas Eve, baby. Right at the end of this year. And so it's an ongoing thing. It's not going to be over. It's an ongoing thing, okay? Now what's coming our way is quite a few big things. What I predict for a long time. We are heading towards an earthquake financially. Global financial earthquake. And things are not going to become easy in some ways. So we're going to experience a lot of things at once. Spaceships in the sky. Space brothers and sisters interaction. Alien races appearing in our sky. That by itself will shatter our reality. I've seen them before. I'm kind of semi-immune to it, but still, I promise you, when you see it, it's out of this world, and so your entire perception is opening up. And what will that cause on a global level with, military and with, Hollywood being injecting the narrative of Independence Day and all the doom and gloom with aliens. Always, it's always bad movies with aliens. There's only a few single good movies with aliens. One of them is Cocoon. Have you ever seen Cocoon? It's a beautiful movie about this alien race coming through the water and very highly intelligent. Very cool movie, Cocoon. And there's also E.T. E.T. Come Home, also kind of ended positive. The alien was positive. So there's a few positive ones, but the majority of alien movies has always been like they are coming to kill us and we going to fight them and we're going to win. Yeah, right. Good on you. Picking up a fight with an alien race that is more intelligent than you. It's like, it's like an ancient caveman coming with a stick to try to beat a marine soldier with a laser gun. Let us not fool ourselves. And so, we've got the spaceships coming into our reality very, very soon. Very soon. I'm talking about weeks to months. I'm not talking a year, 2, 3. No, I'm talking about weeks, 2 months. It's coming. It's very, very soon. Together with that, financial earthquake, crash of real estate. It's coming, people. Together with that, crash of stock markets. And together with that, there's going to be the juice disasters. And together with that, there's going to be sun activity and changes in the weather and quite a kind of extreme weather situation. You know, Uranus is in Taurus after all. So we have quite a lot. Now, Bharat is asking about how the markets will experience with Saturn and Uranus. Well, that's the thing, that it's kind of like, as I said, Uranus is kind of the Bitcoin, and Saturn is the old money, the old regulators. So we're having these breakthroughs, massive breakthroughs, like the fact that El Salvador is now concerning Bitcoin to be a legal tender. It's a massive breakthrough. It's massive because it opens the door for all the other countries. Think how many countries are going to be inspired now. And I'm not talking about America or China. I'm talking about the small dogs, the underdogs. Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Ethiopia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, you're talking Mongolia, you're talking, Seychelles Islands, Caribbean Islands, the Philippines, the Mauritius. You're talking about all these small underdogs. They're gonna do exactly the same like El Salvador. And it's gonna happen, boom, gradually and then suddenly. And it's going to be so intense, so much is going to happen. But at the same time that's going to happen, then you're going to hear the big dogs, the IMF and the central banks and the Federal Reserves and the prime ministers of the big G7 and all that, dropping some, we're going to ban it, it's competing against us, it's criminal, you don't understand. They're going to try and create a lot of FUD, and the FUD will work on some people, like the juice is working on some people. And so we as sensitive ones, as empaths, as people of good hearts, we need to remember that each individual is making its own choices. I couldn't save my father from taking the injection, from taking the juice. I couldn't save him, right? He decided to take the juice. What can I do? I can just share with him love along the journey, but I can't do anything. My father-in-law, my brother-in-law took the juice. Didn't listen, right? What can we do? That friend, a good friend that we love, took the juice. What can we do? We can't do anything because everyone are free will beings. Everyone has their own free will choice to choose their path. And you think you need to save them, but you don't know their karma, you don't know their path, you don't know what's right for them, what's not right for them. And so, with crypto as well, you're going to see this dynamic. Now, basically, if you really ask me, the fact that Bitcoin is still licking the bottom, and after such massive news of El Salvador and Paraguay and Brazil and Argentina, it's almost ridiculous, right? It's almost like, for sure, it's like weird, because news like that's supposed to pump the market like no tomorrow. But then they suppress it with the other news. But basically, I've been saying it for the last 2 months, I think I've said it. First of all, I'm seeing that Bitcoin is giving us a nice rise. It's $36,000. Let me share the screen with you. Where am I? Let me fix it up. Just a second. Okay. Here it is. Just a bit of a tidy up. One thing. Just a second. Taking this out. Okay. Thank you very much. Taking this down. Thank you very much. Sharing the screen. A quick Bitcoin run through. So, let me just fix this up here for me so I can see what I'm doing with you. Here it is. So here's the Bitcoin. This is 1 hour chart. This is a very good rise. From here, we had this nice dip. And this is pretty bombastic, pretty. I'm looking at the 15 minutes. Sorry. Okay. So here is the big dive from 64,854. This is on Binance, down to the 30,000, 55% discount, jumping up, bouncing down, slowing down the momentum. Why is this? Because I think we had like a boom. So instead of keep on going down, you just have a bounce and a bounce and a bounce and a bounce. And it's just kind of slowing down the wave that is breaking down. Now, From here, if we go to the daily, here is the daily chart. Let's zoom out again. Let's see the monthly again to remember the big picture. So here we are in the big picture. This is the monthly candle of June. The white line of the EMA, the moving average is on 26,000. And so this potentially will be a line we will touch. Potentially. Is it this week or is it in July? My long-term guess was that we're basically going up now. We're going up probably all around to here, around 58,000. Yeah, we're going to come up all the way here. So you're going to see a green body candle. So June candle will become green all the way up to there. But then it won't finish green fully because the pump will be like 3 days to a week out of the month. So say maybe from tonight, maybe from the new weekly candle. Let's see the weekly. Because the new weekly candle starts on Monday at 10 o'clock. So this candle will finish on Monday 10 o'clock. Can this dive give us a final dump here? Yeah, it can. We can. But most likely, I actually see this kind of like starting to rise here. And then on Monday, potentially like staying around here. But the next weekly candle, potentially it's coming all the way up to here. Okay? So this is the area of, let's see, you see 57. What is this? This is 57,508. This is 57,526. This is 58,352. This is 58,458. So I'll say anywhere between 58,500 to 55. Between 55 to 58, I'll say, we will probably top. And then, so that will be the weekly candle that is coming up next, up to here. And then we will have another drop. Now, are we going to drop to the yellow line, which will be around here by then, right? Maybe here. This will be around 35,000. So are we going to go up to the 58 and drop to the 30, what did we say? What did we just say? Drop back to the 30,000? Or are we going to go up now to the 56, 58 and actually touch down with a 100 EMA here, which is right now it's on the 24,000, but as the next week candle will be green, it will get another bit of a rise, so it could potentially come up to here by the time they will meet, right? Because they will meet, there will be like a 1 week up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 week down, right? So they will, if they will meet, they will only meet around here, which by then it could come up to the 26,000, which is where the monthly EMA. So at the moment, the 100 weekly EMA is climbing towards the 26,000. Right now is on 24,100, but the 100 weekly is climbing up towards the 21 monthly, which is on 26,000 right now. Okay? But if we're going to have now a nice bombastic kind of this, it might go up a bit more. So most likely this bottom of this candle is 28,000. My guess is that the lowest will be 28,000. That's my guess. I don't see us going below 28. But it's possible it will be like for 1 minute, maybe we'll touch the 27, 26. But 28 is more kind of my safe bet for the final kind of dip of this phase. But it's not coming before the pump. First of all, we're going to pump like crazy now. So if we're now going to go to the daily, okay, here is the daily chart, right? It doesn't take much because look, we've come all the way like, oh, and I want you to think about like a wave, okay? Look at this massive wave, okay? Look at it. It started from here. Look, this is here, December 2018, okay? December 2018. And from here, just look at I just want you to look at the pink line, okay? Just follow the pink line. It dropped all the way. It dropped all the way from here, right? So it went like, look at the pink line. Ooh, down. And then it went, ooh, and then this was the poo. This is where the poo started. So it did like this wave, and then comes one, comes the wave, And since then it went like vroom, vroom. But look, as you can see here, look what happened. All this crash happened from here to here, up to here, so that the pink line could have a nice shape wave. Okay, it has to move like a natural wave. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and here starts a new cycle. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and here comes the breakdown. So now we have 1. So you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's your 5 count in the down. And now we're starting to do the opposite. We're gonna build it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna correct. So we're gonna come up here. Let's bring that. So here we are in the daily. We bottomed. We kind of bottom. I believe most likely that this Saturn Uranus, we're going up, baby. We're going up like rocket ships like no tomorrow. It's going to blast and blow everyone away. Why? Because this time Uranus is squaring Saturn. In February, it was Saturn squaring Uranus. This time Uranus moves forward, Saturn retrogrades. Uranus comes and say, we are not going to really listen to you. We're buying the dip and we're going up. And suddenly Bitcoin goes boom, 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 up. Right? And then in a natural fashion, Saturn says, hey. Before you decide to go to 100,000, there is some restrictions, so you need to wait longer. And then we're going to have another 3-4 weeks down. And then we're going to stop here. Okay? So we're going to stop here at the 34, 33. This has become pretty strong support. Okay? So, okay. When we go up and we get stuck in a level, this becomes resistance. That's what we call resistance. We went all the way up, but here we faced resistance, so we came down. And when we came down, we created support. Okay? Now the support we created here, when we did this correction, has become the support as we came down here. You see? It stopped in the same line. You see? Take this and take this. You see? So the previous correction have basically made sure that as we are correcting down heavily now, we will be stopped here. There will be like a bumper that won't allow us to go too low. This is why it's important to have corrections. Because in the big picture, after we get to the hundreds of thousands of dollars by the beginning of 2022, we will drop significantly. And this, what we're doing now, what we've done here, in January of this year. Oh, funny enough, what did we say? When was the last square of Saturn, Jupiter? Let's see. We say it was the 18th of February. Where's the 18th of February in the chart? Here is the 18th of February. Okay? Here. This is what happened last time Saturn square Uranus. Okay? It was building up to the square. Look. This is what happened in the build-up of Uranus with Saturn. Look, with Saturn and Uranus. Okay? Now comes the second square. Okay? And then Saturn restriction, FUD, governments coming, banning, whatever. We're going to drop down. And then we're going to go up to the 100,000, past the 100,000, and correct all the way down probably around to the area of here, the 60. So this resistance that happened here in February, and here in March, and here in April, and here in May, this will become what will stop us down after we come down from the 110, 120, 130,000. When we go down for correction, this will be the area of buying again, okay? Basically, in the big picture. Now, just to show you what is coming, if we look at this cycle, okay, so we are now here in the cycle of now, and this is what I expect now to happen. This. You see this? We crash. Boom, 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 boom. Can we go down to 28? Yeah. Can it happen tonight, tomorrow? Yeah. We could suddenly have like this massive boom down to the 28,000. And then from there, boom, boom, boom. Like this is a weekly candle. So one in 2 weeks. Am I? Yeah. This is daily. Sorry. Daily candles. Okay. In 2 days, 2 days, we went from 7,361 up to 10,370. Doesn't sound much, but it's basically 35-40%. And so if we take 30% of 36,000, that's around $14,000. That takes you to the area of 49.50. So this is what's coming now. This is your Uranus square Saturn. That's what I'm expecting to have. This boom, boom, but then the suppression of Saturn again. So it's always crashing down to the 28th, or we're done with crashing down, and now we're going to go bam, 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 and then we're going to touch the 28th later on in July. And then this is your July. Will come up this the way July will look like. Like this is, if this is this week, this is July. Okay, this is the journey of July. And here comes your August, and we are off. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is June. Now comes the pump. This is July. And then in August, July, end of July, beginning of August, we're going to the 100,000. Don't be scared of this. We're in a different place in the trend, in a big trend. So this will be a dump from 100K down to 65.50, okay? Because a lot of people are wanting to sell in 100K. It's a psychological number. There will be a dump in the 100K, okay? So just for you to know that this won't happen like this, that we go boom, 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 and crash down. Maybe it will, but I don't think so. We're in a different phase, okay? So up to the 50, down to 28, up to the 100,000, down to the 65.50. Or we'll go lower. I don't know. We will see. I don't believe we'll go lower. I believe we're going up, up, up. This is not going to happen again like that, okay? Let's zoom out and I'll show you. Okay, we're in a different place. Basically, this cycle came from the recovery of this, okay? So this was a big dump, 2017, 2018, big dump. This was the recovery of it, but because it was such a severe dump, the dump was here. But this was a flat line for where we are now. Look how flat it is, right? Since then, look at the difference between this wave and this wave. Completely different. So it's no longer we are dumping down, hoping not to dump further. We are now rising up and having corrections that gives us enough energy momentum to gain the wave so we can go further up into the next place, okay? So this is how I see it. This pink line, it's a perfect thing. We had to have this correction so we can create the wave, let the pink line come all the way down here, and then by the time it will go up, then it goes to the next phase, and we are taking off. So I believe that June, July, August is the final opportunities to all human beings on planet Earth to buy Bitcoin in an affordable price. Yes, $36,000 is cheap. That's how I want you to think about it. $36,000 is cheap. If it goes down 28, okay, yeah, $8,000 less. But in the big picture, it's cheap because we're going to the hundreds of thousands and the millions. And not a financial advice. This is just my humble opinion and what I believe is going to happen. And it's 9:07, so let's wrap it up, family. I love you dearly. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for being a part of our community of Patreon. I'm so happy I could give you some gifts and make some lives happier today. And, remember all the warnings about these coming days. We're coming out of lockdown. We're going back to society. So let's show compassion to each other. Let's show love and understanding, as less judgment as we can, because we want to change the world and we don't need more crap. We need more love. So let's understand each other, respect each other, free choices, not lecture anyone, don't judge anyone, don't criticize anyone. They are free to choose what they are free to choose in the same way you are. So don't take any crap from anyone else, but also don't give crap to anyone else. Be mindful and be aware of yourself and really check into your list, family. Long shelf food, water, generator, cable, wood fire, candles, lighters. I even got a camping stove for my family because the gas is coming from the government. So what if we don't have gas supply suddenly? So I have a camping stove with butane gas that is ready to launch. Simple solution. I want you to think, well, how do I prepare? Think that you need to you're going on a camping. So that's how you need to think, like, what do I need in camping? You don't need luxurious caviar or luxurious steaks. You need basics. Basic food, basic equipment, just to get through. We're talking also first aid kit, important medications, just simple things that are now easy to get, but might be less easy when it's crap outside. So I'm talking about painkillers, heat, fever. I don't like to take them. I hardly take them as well, but it's better to have them for the just in case. Anything that happened, you know. We had a beautiful brother Steve helping the community in the hills this week to clear the roads and help people to get into the house safe. That's thanks because he had his equipment, right? But you know, you never know. So have these kind of important things for you at home. And I love you all. And yeah, you be safe and be awesome. Stay awesome as much as you can. None of us really likes what's going on, but we just have to accept it. That's the way it is at the moment. And the revolution and the breaking free is inside of us. That's the best thing I can tell you. But there's going to be a lot of struggle coming up in the world. There's going to be some suffering. There's going to be some pain. There's going to be some death. There's going to be all kind of stuff happening. And as hard as it can get, you just have to trust the divine plan. And as for the spaceships, people, when you see the spaceships, when that happens, there will be a lot of FUD as well. And the way you will know, you see, this is why I feel that we are being trained at the moment to decipher between false and truth. We're being trained. This is the training. Because sooner or later, when that happens in our sky, each one of us will need to decipher if it's right or not, if you know what I mean. Then you can't count on the news to tell you, or your friends saying, let's go and meet them, it's so cool. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if they're good or bad. You don't know if they're light or dark. You don't know what comes first. And so in that moment, you need to tune into yourself and feel, what am I feeling about this? Do I like it? I don't like it. If I don't like it, I don't question it. That's my truth. I'm getting out of here. You know, but if I like it, okay. And that's in regards to anything. I'm just giving you that heads up that, you know, in that moment, it's like you need to feel it for yourself and don't be afraid, you know. Don't be afraid of it. It's all for the awakening. So I love your family dearly, and we're going to finish in the same way we started. Yeah, and I really hope that everyone will have a good week. Take care of yourself, and yeah, have compassion for everyone. Be patient.
Still I know my purpose.
Wait a second, take us through this one.
Some people with us.
I want to take you to here. It's important, I know. But this is why I want you to listen.
Life is a circle.
Love you, family.
Goes round and round. Oh, mine's not a circus.
And
I'm not a clown.
We're not the clowns, people.
Some people with us.
Love you so much.
Some with their frown. Still I know my purpose is to share what we found.
Share what we found, baby. Love you, family.
Some people insist to wear others down. And all will bear witness unto who wears the crown. Good God, oh. Good God.
Spirit will
It's
never.
always with us now.
Spirit is always with us.
I know. Would never let us down. Never let I down. It's always with us now.